One of the reasons why it's important to to follow instructions with the system is because once you deviate from the system, you're kind of out there by yourself doing your own thing. And it's nearly impossible to assist you because I am going to always default back to DLTC. There's too many people for me to try to configure some things that they may want to change or some things they may want to add or take away. There's just too many people. And we really know the DLTC works, so it's not a question of whether or not it works. There's plenty of proof that it works. So it's important to remember that it's a system, and anytime you deviate from the system, you're kind of going out there by yourself. And it's like I said, it's hard for anyone to really help you because we're doing our best to follow the system as well. From this point forward, if you're struggling with that, and every day someone tells me that they do something that they know they're not supposed to do, but they do it anyway. Mrs. Karen had a wonderful meme with that preacher, and he said, "I did it anyway." And we're all guilty of that. We're all guilty of doing what we want to do, and just jumping in a trade without thinking it through, and kind of lose track that hey, you're supposed to be going for a certain number of wins versus losses. So we really do need to take that deep breath, sort of exhibit some patience so that we can stay on point and within the parameters of the system. I don't want to promise anybody anything other than you'll know how to trade because I'm certain of that. That's one thing I'm certain of. But it's also important to know that we act, and I've said this 1,000 times. I've said it at least 3 times already tonight. We actually operate in a system.